DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. We're gonna do these videos again. I'm gonna start doing YouTube again. I just got me a little carry around tripod that makes it more convenient for me. I ain't really been doing videos, which y'all probably know, but I'm gonna start doing videos again, and whatever happens, happens. But y'all wanna hear a lot more from me, you gotta be on the podcast. But anyway, let's get to it. This is a story of when I first moved to Miami. I'm in Miami now, so this is like 2008, maybe 2008. So I was trying to find out where the hoop scene was in Miami, because I already had a gym membership, of course, and I'm going to the gym and lifting weights, doing the cardio, working on my game by myself, and I met a handful of people, but I hadn't really played in leagues and stuff like that, and I wanted to see what was going on. I wanted to find out where the leagues was at, because I knew it had to be some ball players in Miami. I didn't know where, but I knew they were somewhere. So my man, Wes, was actually coaching at Miami-Dade College at this time. So he had just started coaching, and he happened to be in Miami. And he told me that, yo, at the gym on my campus, they have a league here every like Tuesday and Thursday or something like that. So he was like, yo, just come through, bring your stuff, and then just walk up to one of these coaches and ask them, do they want to play? Or you could probably just hop on somebody's team and, you know what I mean, get yourself known, get your foot in the door. So I did just that. That's not the normal way I get in the leagues. Usually I like when I know somebody or somebody called me or somebody asked me, but I didn't know nobody here. So I just took that option. I went down there, brought my stuff. And I seen this dude, he was from New York. He had on like these Jordans that was untied. He had on these loud clothes. He had on like a jersey, a fitted hat. He had some jewelry on. He had this real loud look to him. So I walked up on him and I'm like, yo, I play overseas. I just got to town. I'm looking for some team to play in. You need a player? And he like looked me up and down, like sizing me up. And he was like, yeah, you can play. So and then he put me in the game with him, and then he saw that I could play. You know, I had dunks, I was scoring. I was doing my thing, so he saw that I could play. So that's how I got my foot in the door in Miami. So a couple of weeks later, so this same dude who was the coach, he was coaching the team in that league, but he had another league that him and one of his mans, they ran the league together. So they had different leagues that they were in charge of. So this dude put me on and he gave me his number. He was like, yo, I got this league, we playing over here. So he's put me on all these different teams. He introduced me to some people, and I started coming to the leagues, and I met more people in the Miami recreational league scene through that one day that I showed up at Miami-Dade College. So this guy who was the coach, he told me about this other league. He put me on with some dudes who needed a player for that team. So we had 5 players on our team in this particular league. It was me, this other dude named Felipe, who was like my height, but he was like more bulky, bigger guy. And these 3, I think they were Cuban. I don't know, might have been Dominican, but 3 other dudes, they were kind of short. They wasn't like serious ball players, but they like to play for fun. And all they did was shoot threes. So it'd be me, Felipe's 6'4", I'm 6'4", and these 3 dudes is like 5'10", shooting threes. And we was actually winning. That's what made it crazy. We playing this other league that wasn't that good, but we were winning games. One particular game, we were playing against, our team was like light blue. You know, in those leagues, they give you the t-shirt jerseys. So we was light blue, and we were playing against the yellow team. And the yellow team was trash. We were blowing these dudes out. We up by like 20 at halftime. They had one dude who could play, who was this black dude who was like, he was like my height, maybe closer to Felipe's build physically, but he could play. He had game, but he was the only dude in their team who had game. And they ain't have a chance. Even though he was doing his thing a little bit, we were playing the 2-3 zone, we busting their ass. We up 20 at halftime. I'm like, I don't care what dude does, because they're not gonna win. Second half starts, and the dude, this black dude, I guess he wanted to prove a point, or he thought maybe he could bring his team back by himself. He wanted to be, you know, James Harden. So he just starts scoring. He just started trying, he going against our 2-3 zone defense. He hit a couple jump shots, goes to the hole a couple times. He scores a few times, but we still up by 20. So I'm not really paying this dude no mind. Like, he can score as much as he wants. He can score 30 for all I care if they're not gonna win, because we still winning. We scoring every time he scores. So Felipe, my teammate, calls timeout. Mind you, we up 20, he's calling timeout. We get in the timeout, Felipe's like, yo, we're gonna go into a boxing 1 defense. Those of you who don't know what a boxing 1 is, that means basically is the defense you set up designed to shut down one player. So if there's one player on the other team that's scoring too much, you go into a boxing 1 to try to neutralize that one guy and hope that the other 4 guys are not good enough to exploit the defense, because you're giving them a better opportunity. So Felipe says we're gonna go boxing 1. I'm kind of looking at him like, why, dude? We up by 20. But I guess he wanted to prove a point against this dude, because Felipe was gonna guard him. He was gonna be the one guarding this dude. I guess maybe he knew him from Miami or something. I didn't know dude, so I don't know what he knew about him, but I guess he wanted to prove that he wasn't that good. He wanted to prove the dude's not that great as many points he was scoring. So he's like, go boxing 1. I'm like, whatever, we go boxing 1. So we get back in the game. Felipe's guarding dude one-on-one. We in the boxing one zone. Dude is busting Felipe's ass. Dude scored on Felipe like 4 times straight. And when we was playing the zone, the 2-3 zone, dude was scoring, but he had to at least work for his points. Against Felipe, he was just busting his ass. Felipe couldn't play no D. He couldn't guard nobody. So I have no idea why he tried to go boxing one when he can't even play defense. But anyway, dude's busting Felipe's ass, right? So my man Wes, he's the one who first told me to come to Miami-Dade to play in the league. He was sitting in the crowd watching the game because the game was near where he was living. And after dude scored on Felipe about 4 times straight, Wes was in the crowd. He was like, yo, Dre, you might need to guard dude. Because dude's going off. Now you got this dude activated, and we was already winning by 20. We up by like 25 at this point, but dude was still scoring. But now Felipe then made an issue out of it by going boxing one. So I'm like, all right, I'm a guard dude. So I tell Felipe during the break and play, like, yo, I'm a guard him. And Felipe ain't say nothing. He ain't protest. He was like, all right. Dude gave him everything he wanted, right? So then we keep playing. I start guarding dude. He tries to score on me the first time, and you know I'm longer. I could jump higher. I'm more athletic than Felipe. Felipe's more like a more built dude. He tried to use his body a lot and like try to bump you and shit because he couldn't really jump high or run fast. But I could jump high and run fast. I got long arms. So dude tries to score on me the first time. He wasn't used to my length, and he missed. And he tried to score on me again. He tried to drive on me again. And again, I stopped him. He took this bad shot that didn't even come close to going in. So he had 2 tries unsuccessful. And I said to him, because now we up by 25. It was like 15 minutes left. I just like to make the game interesting because this game is boring as hell. This is a blowout. So I just turned to him and started talking shit to him. I'm like, yo, you ain't going to score no more points the rest of this game. For no reason. I had nothing to prove against this dude. Well, I mean, I was guarding him, so I was going to prove that he wasn't going to score on me like he was doing Felipe. But we was already winning. But dude, I guess he liked the shit talk too, so he saw me talking, he started talking right back. So now me and him is talking shit to each other. And my team still up by 25. So we keep talking shit to each other all game, and dude keeps trying to score, but he's not scoring. He's missing. Our team is still scoring. We still blowing these dudes out. And I started talking more shit to him, like, yo, I told you wasn't gonna score no more. I told you. I told you. I told you. I'm talking all this shit to dude. And the people in the crowd is just going with this. It's just funny because we just talking, even though it's not really a game. Dude scored maybe once or twice the rest of the game. He was trying to score, but I wasn't letting him get the ball. And when he got the ball, I was playing good D on him. Because he, again, I'm like, yo, you're not going to give me 30 the way you was about to give Felipe 30. I'm not him. So anyway, the game finally winds down. We win. And then I start saying to my man Wes, I start channeling my inner Muhammad Ali after the game. Like, yo, I told you he was going down in the 3rd, and he went down in the 3rd. And I'm talking all this shit. And dude was cool about it. I mean, he ain't take it personal or nothing like that because he knew he was on the trash team. And he knew they wasn't going to come back and win. He knew he wasn't going to give me 30 where he was about to give Felipe 30. But a couple weeks later, I seen the same dude, the black dude off the yellow team, in a different league, playing on a different team. And I was playing in the game after his. So I saw him playing right before me. And dude had like 25 at halftime. Dude could play. It wasn't just an aberration that he was getting off that one game. He could actually play. But I always remember that story simply because this dude on my team, Felipe, talking about let's go boxing one, and then he getting his ass bust. Listen, you say go boxing one, you better have some D. It's like you start a fight with somebody and then they beat your ass. Like, why you even start the fight? You could have just not said nothing. He started the fight and got his ass bust. So I always remember that story. But anyway, I told this story to go around my book, Work on Your Game. Is out now. Came out on February the 20th. So it's on Amazon, Audible, iBooks, Kindle, digital, audio, physical, whatever you like is out. Go to my website, dreallday.com, or go to dreallday.com/order or anywhere books are sold. Get my book, Work on Your Game, and look out for more of these videos. I'm gonna tell more stories, more conceptual videos, a lot of stuff that I talk about on my podcast, that mental game stuff that y'all know me for. That is all on my podcast now. I'm gonna do it on video too, so stay tuned. Work on your game. Dre all day.